What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 10 of the Fist-only challenge run for Lords of the Fallen on veteran mode. And it's only been the last like maybe 2 or 3 streams that we've actually felt the challenge. And I forgot that this was a challenge run the whole time, so I had been moaning about how hard it is and how unfair and broken this is, when I should have probably been doing that since the very first episode. However, because I don't know whether it be just all the different updates and whatever else, and me having come off of Sekiro, it was quite easy. It wasn't until some of the bosses that employ gimmicks that I started having some difficulty and frustration. But then I realized yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a challenge run, so this is par for the course. So what I'm going to be doing is I will actually be seeing if I can close out any quest lines, and then we're going to come back and we are going to try to beat this Master of Castigations. I'll cut myself off at 1 p.m. if I keep failing, and we'll move on to see if we can clear out some other areas and maybe prepare for another boss fight. But I do think it is possible. Unfortunately, the second phase does kill me in one hit, which is unfortunate, but we're going to do everything we can to try and mitigate that and just beat them. So this is a challenge run after all, and I completely forgot. I'm over here saying and boasting about it being a challenge run, and then I'm like, oh yeah, at the first sign of difficulty, I've been complaining. That's not like me. So I just need to change my perspective of it. But anyways, we're going to have a blast, and we're going to kick some ass today. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hi, baby. My little cat is like, what? What are you talking about? Alright, we're going to go to... There's a few places I'd like to go to. Upper Calreth, I do believe, is where the tortured prisoner should be. Oh, and my notepad is probably back there, isn't it? Oh no, it's right here. I brought my notepad. So the tortured prisoner was one of the first things I wanted to do. She should be down here. This is where we face off with the spurned progeny, the giant. Ooh, where is she? Is that her? Oh, she's good. Okay, perfect. What we need to do is we need to actually put on the proper gear. And what I'm going to do really quickly is I'd like to see what I have equipped, and I would like to actually then keep that on. So I'm not even sure what I have equipped right now. Ah, here it is. So there's a way to lock it, so I'll lock anything I have on. And let's see, is that all armor pieces? It is. Surprised the head wasn't the first piece they wanted to show. It's like the left arm would be good. Let's start with that. I think left arm is where we want to start. Where's my pants? Alright, and we're gonna change some of these things just for the sake of increasing physical defense and all the other defenses and all the other things. We're gonna be in better shape, I think, once we actually look at what we have on and then change it out. So we're gonna put on a certain set. I do believe it's called the Noble Woman set. So I don't know what that looks like, so we do have to go like this, unfortunately, and read. Ugh. Noble Woman. Equip. Hold on, it says equip all? Wait. Oh, that's awesome. That's new. With the Noble Woman set equipped, you can speak to her.
Attire in which to mourn the lingering absence of a little lord.
That's excellent. So that actually moves her to her next location, which I want to say is Brammis Castle. I honestly don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
My invitation reached you.
Yes, your invitation reached me. We're going to sell this, because apparently I had 2. We're going to sell anything that I have duplicates of. We're just doing some cleanup right now. The Wooden Cross. Pureblade Mace. Should have 1 million of those. Should have 1 million of Vowed Maces. We defeat lots of those enemies. And yes, you could dual wield, but that's just not really what I'm going to be doing. Pureblade Shield. Plenty of those, because we defeat lots of those enemies. All these are different types of bows. Very nice. This, however, is a bunch of duplicates. And let's take a look. We're going to have some good stuff here, I'm sure of it. Maybe the Vigor Skulls right here. And I'm broke. We have several runes here to pick from, and then we're going to have all the armors. Not too many duplicates here, though. But I will sell what I can. Pilgrim hood. Mine collar. Ooh, crown of nails. Gross. We only have one head, so we shouldn't have to wear so much of this, right? Very good. That's going to give us 5,800 vigor. Let's see if there's anything else we can sell duplicate-wise. All these look semi-unique, so I guess without having to go through it all. I think that will do. That will do, donkey. That will do. Go back to purchase. Walter says, good day, Inhuman. Good day to you, good sir. How are you doing today? I know we're back in the office. Gross. But I hope everything's wonderful, nonetheless. All I need is the pants. Well, I have noblewoman. Oh, no, Pyrrhic cultist. Ooh. She's probably gonna move.
Kindness.
That's fine. I did everything I could. R squared over on Twitch says, Inhuman, how's it going on this fine Friday day? It's going well. You know, I'm actually really hungry already, unfortunately. So that's the only thing. I'm starving. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna leave her here. I'm not gonna rest. I'm gonna go beat up some enemies. I think we need like 1,500. So let me just go whoop some ass real quick. Be right back. BRB. I just can't die. Oh, please don't see me, because I'm wearing this stupid set. All the while, we're going to change our armor as well. I mean, that's kind of the look we've been going with, right? I'm not like married to these, but they also don't have the best in terms of defense, but it's a good starting point to see what I could wear and change out when I start seeing more greens. He's fighting somebody. Okay. Big physical. We need a lot of physical defense. And something that's not so incredibly heavy. Matthias. What's up, Matthias? Matthias says, we got to make a change. It's time for us as people to start making some changes. Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we live. Let's change the way we treat each other. You see, the old way wasn't working, so it's on us to do what we gotta do to survive. Tupac. Oh, Tupac said that. Very nice. Hey, Inhuman and everyone. What's up, Matthias? How are you doing today? Always dropping that knowledge. Love that. Really cool quotes as well. Let's see. We want more physical damage reduction. This is better in many ways. All right. Carrion Knight, perhaps? That's better, and even more so. The physical damage. Oh wow, those are good. We have to look, remember the whole thing. You gotta look cool, you feel cool, you play cool. I look like a like a blacksmith. Maybe those. Mayhaps these gloves. Vanguard. Yeah, I just don't want to get too heavy. My helmet is incredibly heavy. Those are pretty good, but I actually don't really like the way they look. Those could be the ones. However, that's going to push me over. No, it's not. Okay. Good physical damage. Hi, but why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? Ooh, hold on. Spooky. What the balls? What the balls? All I'm gonna say. the matter with you? I actually have these on my other character, so I probably won't use these. Alright, now we go for the pants. What is up, Matthias, R Squared, Walter, everyone else in chat? How are you guys doing today? You guys excited it's Friday? Let's see. Big physical reduction, but those are hella heavy, so I don't necessarily want to wear those. Cursed leggings, these actually look sick, but they are heavy. However, I'm still in light. So I might go with something like this. Yeah, I need better lighting. Can somebody provide me better lighting, please? I'm liking that. So you see, I start feeling the part. Yeah. Now the only thing I need to look at is if I could potentially wear the curse, then I will, if it doesn't push me over heavy. See, I wore these much of the time, and that looks better just because it's gray. I'm wearing gray. It's not bone colored, right? So, all right, let's go get some souls. We're gonna practice up a little bit. Oh, whoa! I just drop kicked her. Come on. Quit trying to hit me and hit me. Iframes. Okay, never mind. There it is. How much does that net me, good sir? Okay, we're really... Oh, and 2 animated vigor skulls. Nice. That might be enough. Let's use those vigor skulls real quick. And then that should be sufficient. I know it wasn't 2200, so yeah. Now, what we do is we go ahead and we speak with her and we purchase the last piece, which is the gloves. And now we look amazing too. The curse set was my favorite set. I used it on my very first character, which I'll show you guys eventually.
Ah, my invitation reached you.
Well, we need that. Oh man, she got some expensive stuff. Ooh. Well, ever since I spoke to her with that, so we now know she has different items here. Okay, well, it is what it is. I can't purchase these for now. I am trying to do as close as I can to 100% on this file, but we have failed Gerlinda's quest because it was bugged. I actually researched it, and that quest was bugged. If you happen to give her anything out of order, it completely bugs the quest. It gets bugged out. I think I look awesome now, though. I don't know if I'll survive. I'll probably still die in one hit, but it's worth it. Okay, the next thing we need to do is defeat Judge Cleric, defeat Castigations guy, Exactor Dunmire's quest, Andreas of Ebb, General Angstrom, Gerlinda's runes. I still need to get the Tortured Prisoners inventory. It's a spell and a ring. Alright, very good. And then we'll just kind of go from there. I mean, obviously, we're going to do our best. This will be the file that I use, that we play repeatedly on to if we want to maybe, like, it's super slow and boring. And like, you know what, let's try and 100% something. Matthias says, but wait, alas, I am coming undone. I am becoming no one and everyone. Love and light and faith, they'll keep me stitched together, right? Right, error, system has failed. Unknown. That sounds like something from a video game. It's certainly a program or a robot. Is that like Danger, Will Robinson? Danger? Alright, let's see. We're going to go to the seedling. And we'll just move forward from here. We got to get some warm-up fights in. So I will lose the 1250. That's not a big deal. It matters not. Let's just get some practice in. I completely forgot this was a challenge run. So I was over here complaining. I'm like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be hard. It's just hard really late into the run. That's what was throwing me off. I was having such a cakewalk this whole time. If I can just survive more than a single hit from the brother, I have a chance. That's okay. We are gonna heal here. Get hit in the face, why not? What the heck was that? Oh, whoops, I forgot about that. Ooh! He did it too early there, so naturally you're gonna get hit. It happens. This is obviously a warm-up, okay? Obviously a warm-up match. Get my butt handed to me. And we're not going to be using this many heals naturally, but... Why does it keep doing that when I'm pressing L1 and R2? It shouldn't do that. It should do the charge attack. I may have done something wrong here. Okay, I am... there you go. Now I'm dual wielding. There you go. I wasn't dual wielding this entire time. Something was off, I could tell. So I was actually just single-handedly doing that. Matthias says, actually, the unknown source is my brain and mind. I came up with it that just went, oh, nice. It sounds cool. It's almost like a robot gaining sentience and learning about, like, God. That's what it sounds like. Like a program that actually learned of God's existence. That's interesting. Or becoming like a God. Ooh. That's even scarier. Alright, yeah. I was not using the proper moveset. That's why I was so confused. And I wasn't dealing as much damage. We typically deal more damage that way. Let's take a look at the damage numbers, by the way. That's going to be a big part of what we do. We're going to use our minds. We're not going to be frustrated because I'm actually going to be thinking today. Whee! Oh, what? That was cheap. 148 for one hit. Okay. That's perfect. So what I can do... Oh, come on. Where's the other one? 148. Okay. 142. Wow. I do more damage. But I have more physical reduction, so it's only 6 damage difference. It's not significant, right? And if I get some physical damage reduction, it's even better. So this will be the one that's for me. Much better. Okay, so it's okay. I mean, obviously we screwed up, but... the damage reduction is not, you know, big enough or significant enough, so... perfectly fine. Oh, really? Really? That was me being silly. So getting the additional damage reduction is pretty big for me, honestly. What I don't understand is, like, is this dude like Voldemort or something? How does he have 2 bros at once? You know, I don't understand. He's like 2 people. So I don't know what's under that mask. Perhaps he does have a head on the other side. I don't even know. Unless he was just cursed or something. Very weird. Very, very weird indeed. Alright, so now I feel much better. I have the proper equipment slotted. I'm a little stronger. Now it's just a matter of execution. And then getting to phase 2, getting some practice in. I will cut myself short. Round 1 if we just die repeatedly, so I can go explore other areas, come back and face off with this dude. Hold on a second. I'm curious. I'm doing sometimes on 1 punch, depending on, I guess, if he's attacking, I'm doing way more damage. If If he's just standing still, it's way less. Do they have similar penalties as well? Whoa! Alright. I am hungry, and I hope that with my empty stomach I'm not going to get dizzy. I don't think I should. Ooh. Cool, not cool. Nice. Ow, my face. Sometimes my reaction time's good, sometimes it's just not. Inhuman, have you seen the movie Malignant? Rings a bell, but I don't. Let me see. Is Malignant? Is that the one where there's like a baby? They like adopt a child or something like that. Maybe the boss is like that. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It probably pretty much has like a twin. It's like an evil twin. Yeah, I remember that movie. It's like it's living as a parasite, for example. And I want to say in that movie, Malignant, isn't it? It's like a twin brother, right? It's a girl, but then she has like a twin brother or something like that. I remember vaguely. Those are good hits. Alright, let's make sure we don't die in one hit. That'd be awesome. Hello? No, sir, I can't see anything. Big lunge. Haven't got hit yet, but I also don't want to. If I don't have to, I don't want to. I survived. I survived a hit. I died though, but I did survive a hit. That's huge. Conjoined twins. Yes, the one. Yes, I have seen it. Ha ha ha. And it ends up being like he can take over and he like does all the like essentially she was the murderer and it was just the back of her head. Very Voldemort-y. Yeah, that one was pretty cool. So I can survive a hit. That means I just can't get hit repeatedly. This is good. We can do this. This can be done. Now, question. I am going to try this one more time, just because. I think that my single punch was doing 148, but I don't know if that was during a big, like an attack animation or what. Let me see here. Also, I should probably get hit. Okay, yeah, it's like probably not the most physical damage reduction. And a big hit here. There you go. Three, 4, 5. Okay, we should be good. Punch. Ow. Awesome. Okay. Remember, we gotta stay in Axiom if possible. No! We gotta stay in Axiom. Dies the next second. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. Oh yeah, whoops. My bad. Pretty good combo there. Got hit from some stupid glancing blow. Gross. Alright, 5 heals. Grunting with effort. I'm gonna top off because I'm scared. I died in 1 hit. Okay. Was that because a stomp attack and it wasn't the swipe? That's what I'm not sure of. Now if I go back to this, let's try this out and see. Remember, it was 148 to 142. And I'm not sure if that was simply because I'm usually striking him mid, you know, where he would get a penalty. He's attacking or whatever else. So I don't know. It's a hard test, honestly. Unless I just go and punch somebody out in the... I could go punch somebody out there, I guess. Yeah, like that was only 72, see? But if I'm hitting him through these little counters, it's... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just that little punch that doesn't do a ton of damage. Alright, strafe, strafe, strafe. Watch for the poke. Got me. That's okay. Oh no, I meant to dodge. There, I just got caught. That first shield strike just caught me off guard. You know, there should be an item that lets you get back into the fight, you know, like back into Axiom. Rock says, hi, Inhuman, I didn't see that movie. Whoops. Well, now you know the ending. Just in case you wanted to know it. Too early. Instead of going for an audio cue, I just need to use the visuals. Like, the visuals are right there. What is going on, Rox? How you feeling today? We'll go for a few more fight attempts, and then we're going to go clear another area. Actually, I don't want to... Yeah, that we'll come back. No matter what, we're going to try and come back and defeat all the bosses, but... This is a method to get to one of the beacons. But in Umbral, I guess you wouldn't necessarily need that, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to skip any bosses if I don't have to. But I still die in 1 hit with the brother, which is a shame. Rock says, don't worry. I'm sorry. I was just guessing, and I happened to guess right that that was the right movie. Oh, I didn't know what was happening there. Good combo. Ah, okay. You're getting me good there, Slick. You're just standing straight up. Uh-oh. Ah. Ooh. Feeling better yesterday and this morning, but the fever came back again, so I'm in bed. Oh no. Rest up and hopefully I'll put in a good show for you. Rest up, my friend. I'm actually gonna go for the back leg and do this. I survived. That's all that matters. It's on. Oh, that's not good. Holy hell, what just happened? His legs do have posture. Oh my gosh, we might be able to do this. We're gonna go for back legs, guys. We're going for the back legs. Alright, we gotta back up. Yeah, you're right, Rox. I just did that right now. This is insane. I didn't realize I thought his legs had posture, but then I just wasn't feeling it, you know? It's okay. I want to get past your stupid face, please. It's okay, it's okay. We can do this, guys. I did not realize I can break his legs until right now. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, I am gonna heal here. I'm gonna back up though. Ooh, okay. I didn't know that was an attack. Alright, it's this arm right here. That's okay. That's so doable. We can do this, guys. We can totally do this. Walter says, yeah, this sickness going around is an a-hole. Fever, then better, then it's back down, then for a few rounds. Yeah, that's... because you start doing things and you're expending energy and then you get right back in bed because you're so sick. Try to focus on one leg and you can break it. Yes, Rox, that's insane. Okay, this is great. I did not know that the entire time, so... Matthias says, Inhuman, as much as I'd love to hear your own thoughts, conclusions, and interpretations of where my quote came from and where it could be, if you would like some pre-context, I actually imagined it. Yeah, for sure. I figured, based on the fact that it was light and becoming everything kind of thing, like that was like a program or a robot or some sort of thing gaining sentience and becoming like ascending to like, you know, whatever. Yeah, whether it be realization of God or becoming a God itself. It's coming from an angel-like being corrupted by humanity, the one thing you're supposed to watch over and protect. Nice. That's kind of cool. I like that. But it was interesting the way that it spoke, like, in my opinion, like a program or a robot, right? That was really cool. That's what threw me off. Because I dodged, that's okay. So now it actually does. Okay, this is great. We have a chance. Now I'm not concerned, I'm not stressed. And obviously my mood has changed because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing a challenge run. It's supposed to be hard and frustrating the entire time. It's just been easy for the first 20 hours. And you rarely get that. So now that that time is, the honeymoon phase is over, it's time for me to get good. Brock, you'd be so proud of me. I'm wearing the corrupted set, which is my favorite set, now that I know which one it is. This is the one I have on my main character. I think is really funny. Really? Whoa. See right there, I shouldn't hit immediately after that dodge because he does a 2-strike right there, see? I shouldn't do that. That's okay though. There's a 1-2 combo there. Ow, balls. What if we just go full charge attacks the entire time for phase 1? The only bad thing is that I am in Umbral already, so if I get one shot, I'm dead. This is the leg I want right here. Oh, that's a big jump. Hold on, sir. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Those jumps hurt. Okay. So his repositions harm me, which sucks, but that's okay. You can extract his soul. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. I have 4 soul flare charges. I should definitely try it. I have a feeling I can't because a big enemy like that, but I'll try because that would be huge if I could. So let's try that next go around. We can certainly beat him, guys. We got him below 50% last time. This can be done. So it's not anything unheard of, especially on veteran and all that other jump. We can do it. I just gotta be very careful with him repositioning. Maybe I bait him to jump towards me and then we just go from there. Remember the spider arms from Kazan? Yeah, those are awesome. That just did so much damage whenever you broke his spider legs, but he grew them back, which was so annoying. Alright, 1, 2. He's way too early. That's okay, though. No! Yeah, perfect. I couldn't see what was going on there. But I can break his posture and we'll just go from there. I do remember that, the Spider-Man. Too early. I need to heal. Too early. Uh-oh. Oh gosh, okay. I went a little too far forward there. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if we can soul flay him. R squared says Inhuman, I was wondering how you got into content creation and producing lore content. There's a story for that. Let me focus on this real quick and I'll definitely do my best to explain. Let's just try. Let's just, okay. That was just a experiment. Yeah, that's fine. I died, but it's okay. We cannot soul flay him. The only other thing I could try is soul flaying is his face or his torso. That's okay though. That was kind of an experimental attempt anyways. So it was 2016 when I first started, but for years prior I had always wanted to create content because initially I wanted to create instructional content on how to do certain things, how to beat certain bosses, whatever else, because my friends in high school and whatever else, they'd always come over and we'd play or whatever, but I'd always be the one that had to do the hard stuff or like to beat the boss, or I'd show them the secrets or whatever that I found out. And at the time, that's always something I had wanted to do. So big part of my life, I wanted to create content in that way. It wasn't until I met my wife and that she was like, oh, you should definitely pursue that dream. And I had, at the time, I don't have this friend anymore. In fact, I don't really have any like traditional friends in that sense. Like the only buddies I talk to now are, one of them I haven't even ever met in person, and the other one was, we used to work together kind of thing. It was years and years ago, but my like childhood friends, those don't exist anymore. Like we don't talk, whatever, or they just completely just stopped talking to me or whatever, for whatever reason. So anyways, well, one of them, dummy number one, I guess we'll refer to him as Thing One, he wanted to do content creation as well. And he was ex-military or whatever, so he was getting a check anyway. So essentially, it was just like, if he made it, the cool. If not, he's still making a check. So it was no loss for him. But I was full-time corporate, working tons of hours, and so I had that against me. And I had just had my daughter and whatever else. So it was like just starting out, married, had a brand new baby. And I'm like, okay, but my wife was like, yeah, you got this, you can do this, especially like start now, that way eventually you'll be able to do it. And so initially I started just with the content, with the instructional content, and at the time you could do what they called annotations, because I didn't want to show my face, I didn't want to show I didn't really want to do anything else. It's my face. I didn't want it to be like a personable channel. I wanted it to be just purely instructional. The content spoke for itself. That was the vision back then. Well, annotations, immediately after I started, went away. So you couldn't have like a channel that was like, the annotations through YouTube anyways, where you would have like text and say, hey, from this wall, turn left, and here, you know, activate this switch or whatever. You didn't have that anymore. So annotations went away immediately after like my first few videos. And that was really funny because I was like, wow, my first few videos were purely driven by annotation. So that was like, wow, that's like, you start learning, you know, like, wow, you got to keep up with whatever the tech is and what the changes are. And so I was like, okay, I need to use my voice because if annotations are going to go away, I'm going to have to start having my voice present so that you can't take away the voice, right? So I did that, and I started then using my voice, and at the time I was really very critical of my voice. I was like, man, it sounds terrible to hear yourself. Most of my professional life I had done some sort of like leadership, management, or training or something like that, so I was used to talking, so I was eloquent enough to make the words come out, but I wasn't confident in the sound of my voice, and I wanted to have like a nice like signature kind of thing, you know. I didn't have like a way to make it my own at the time yet, so I was like, how do I do that? So I kind of figured like, you know, it'd be kind of neat if it was like almost like a talk show or radio show or whatever, and it's like, so that's when I ended up doing it's the Inhuman one signing out thing. That became the thing back then, and that's when I started, of course, when you had to use your voice, right? So I was like, okay, now that I'm having to use my voice, I need to be more comfortable with it. I want a little cool sign out, a signature, and I just did that. I thought that was kind of cool at the time. Obviously very simple, but I thought it was neat. Ooh, he almost got me in one hit there, but he didn't. I'm gonna back away, actually. I had all the health. I had full health. So then, at the time, I'm trying to think what was out at the time. We had a few games. Destiny was the first game I was featuring on the main channel, and then you had other things like Overwatch and all of that. And it was pretty interesting because at that time, people were just doing gameplay videos and showcasing stuff and instructional things. But nobody was delving into a lot of stuff deeper than that. And so I was like, you know what? In these popular games, like there's still story behind it and lore behind it. So I did Overwatch lore on all the main characters at the time, because the shorts, those videos that were introducing the new characters, those were going into the background and details of the character you would never learn in the game because there's no proper campaign or story mode. So you had to glean details from the item description or the description of the character from the website, and then the shorts that they were playing. So I started doing lore videos on those, and people were, you know, initially I thought it was doing really well, and then I got a really big video on like Diva. That one performed exceptionally well. I need to take off my rings. My hands are kind of hurting.
This sacred place.
And that got like 30,000 views, but people were just bashing me and making it be like, wow, you're making it seem like it's making it such a big deal. It's just a video game. I'm like, okay, so lore at the time wasn't like a thing to do. And I'm like, it doesn't even matter. I was like, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyways. So that at the time, though, did impact my what I was trying to do, though. And I was like, okay, maybe I won't do as much. I'll do more instructional and whatever. And so I kept going back to the guides. And at the time, build guides, Skyrim builds, things like that. And I laid off the lore for a bit. It wasn't back until Little Nightmares that I gained my, you know, it was at that point the largest amount of views and followers or subscribers at the time. And it was in like the thousands at this point, because I was the very first person to cover Little Nightmares lore. There's now channels purely dedicated to Little Nightmares and stuff like that, but I was the very first to ever do lore on it. There was another bigger creator at the time. It was like some German dude, and his followers, he was copying what I was doing content-wise, but his followers, he had more followers, right? So they would then start attacking me and bashing me, saying I was copying him. But he would literally do the same video I would do in that same day. So I would do a video, and then he was a faceless channel that didn't have a voice, and he would do the same exact video, but with annotations that were, you know, like not through YouTube, but he would just like have text up on the video or whatever. And I'm like, this guy. So his people were like bashing me or whatever. And I was doing lore. All I wanted to do was create lore, and I was getting, like, you know, at this point, hundreds of thousands of views on this. And I'm not even full-time yet. I'm just a part-time guy thing, like, oh my gosh, I finally am getting close. It might be possible. And it was then when I first got monetized. But then I was so upset about how the bullying was going along that I created a second channel, which is the channel called Inhuman Universe, which is now what I refer to as my third channel. That channel covered all of my other, like, at that time it was a place for me to do Little Nightmare stuff because I was just getting bashed for it. And then I was like, what's a safe place for me to do this? Then, because I was just bitter, I was like, you know what, instead I'm just going to be a troll on this channel, and this is just going to be a channel where I troll people. And so at the time, For Honor was really big. So I was going to just be a troll and do, like, you know, crappy things and then, you know, whatever. And I was like, you know what, I can't base the channel off of negativity. So I completely got rid of that kind of content, that whole image, and I refused to do that. Instead, I was like, well, let me cover my non-gaming interests on this channel. Hence the Inhuman Universe thing. So I was like, it'll be everything but my gaming interests. And so then I started covering movies and things like that. That was really successful. That channel got monetized in a very short period of time. Over time, though, because of the sensitivity with copyrighted content on movies and all that, it didn't. I wanted to rebrand it. And after I was covering anime and got a few copyright strikes, I was like, you know what? I am going to discard this notion and rebrand and do something different. And I wanted that channel to then become a reaction type channel. Now, all the while, back in 2019 or 2020, I believe, I then created this channel, which is now what I refer to as my second channel. This is technically like the sister channel to my lore channel. Oh, I'm dead. So we gotta watch that grab. So what happened is I created this channel and it was supposed to be 100% live. I mean, like, everything live. We're talking every single thing, like even guides were live, and every piece of content I had from that period of time was live. So if I was doing this is how you beat a boss, I was doing it live, and everything was supposed to be really unique in that regard. Because no one was doing that. Everybody always edits and whatever and does a voiceover. And I was doing it live, and it was unique in that regard. And then I would do 100% walkthroughs and stuff live. Everything was live. So that was like my whole thing. I am gonna heal again. In either case, I ended up creating more crispy guides because I wanted to make sure that you guys were getting the good stuff. And so I started making guides in post after that. And then this channel, instead of being 100% live, it was just like, hey, it had all my live streams and stuff, but it may not be 100% live. So that's kind of the way my channel's shaped up. And then ultimately what I did is I made sure that each channel is kind of like a different part of me. Like one channel, of course, focusing on lore content purely. One channel focusing on like guides, instructional content, things like that. And then one doing all my other non-gaming interests, which that's going to change. And next year I plan on getting that one remonetized because it actually is no longer part of the YouTube partnership program because of inactivity. I hadn't posted in a period of time, and I was telling them I was rebranding, and they just removed me from the partnership program, which removed an entire source of income from me. But I hope that explains everything. I mean, I don't know. I think that's a pretty decent explanation of how everything's shaped up. That is the origin story of my channels and all that. Over the course of in March, it'll be 10 years. It wasn't until September of 2021, though, that I ended up getting laid off or whatever, and that's when my wife told me to just pursue my dream then, and I was so terrified, but I went ahead and did it, and it was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Trusting in my wife. But that is my YouTube origin story. Need him away from the wall. little bit more. We can tolerate this. Wish he would jump. No! I did try dodging, by the way. I certainly did a quick dodge there, but that didn't count. But anyways, that's the origin story. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Ah, Matthias is adding to his story, his headcanon. However, in Inhuman, to bring credibility and validity to your interpretation, all you have to do is ask yourself, what are we as humans doing? We're mistakenly making our own artificial god, which if left unchecked and uncontrolled will become a monster. So who's to say, in my sci-fi horror world, mind you that this monster couldn't deceive and manipulate even an angel unbeknownst to it? I like that. I like that. It could be a man-made deity. R Squared says, yeah, thanks for that. Just curious. My favorite content is lore content for the most part. I've always had interest in producing lore content. Yeah. And the major motivation for me was always finding obscure things. Anybody can summarize something and say, this is what this is about, and high level. And that's what most lore channels do. Some of the biggest ones just kind of did that. I cover obscure topics that typically are against the mainstream beliefs or whatever of that community, because sometimes what you think and what you believe is not what's supported by the in-game evidence and facts. So I always strive to find and cover content that is way more like intellectual than just like, hey, this is this and that's the ending and that's it. Those are low-hanging fruit, and I do like to do that content in general just because it's just easy to do. And it can be about a game I love, and I want to have some exposure for it and stuff. But my favorite type of content is creating lore content that covers obscure topics that change the way people see games or just everything and just their perspective in general. And that, to me, is one of my favorite things to do. So some of my most popular lore videos are, of course, on topics such as that. And sometimes, at the same time, they're also the worst performing, because if you try and say anything against the grain, or that's different from what other creators would say, you're going to get bashed for it. And that's why that lore channel gets a lot of flack, because I'm typically not agreeing with a lot of the mainstream people, because in my opinion, it's kind of simple. They're very surface level. And I'm not. So that's why I do the kind of lore content I do, and that's what sets me apart from the others. Uh-oh, he put up his shield right at the right moment. You know, we got so close to beating him last time. This is very doable. I just need to be very careful with those stomps. Also, I don't want to be fighting him in Umbral because I can get one shot immediately, so we want to fight him in Axiom if we can. Rox was saying to use the whatchamacallit, the soul flay on this guy, and I guess I could, but it just, I don't know if I'm getting a benefit from that. Let's see. No, I don't know. He had his shield up, so let me. Not a good test. I need to test it whenever he's chilling like this. Like this. Yeah, I don't think it works. No need. He keeps putting his shield up. But this phase isn't hard. I need to use it on the phase that I'm getting my butt handed to me on. I think I used my health there. Back leg is key. Come on, full quit spinning around like a ballerina and fight me. to my wife's back home. Yes, very good, very good. All right. Get the leg again. That's okay. Do your thing, buddy. Okay, gotta get away from that. Come on, come on, come on. No! Okay, that was close. Come on, fire, don't burn me! I'm almost dead now. No, I tried healing. That's okay. So we had, that fire that got us, so maybe I have something like a fire spell or something. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay, so that's okay, because I can easily use, let me think. I don't know if it'd be fire resistance, but the one that cures the fire immediately. Taquitos! My wife's showing me everything she got. I always do the same thing, like it's like a loot haul, you know? I come in from the store and I'm like, look what I got. She got some yummy stuff for us to snack on. Let me add something for the fire damage. Let's see, fire songs. Beef hot dogs, hot franks. Beef. I can't see that. Keep refrigerator. Yes, that's what you. Beef franks. I said that. Links, hot links. Yes. She's showing me. I'm like, yes. And she was pointing at the line that says keep refrigerator. I was like, mm-hmm. That is what we shall do, lest we have food poisoning. Okay, let's see. Burn cure. Used to cure burn status or burn resistance or ignite. See, I'm not sure. Rox, do you know if I'm getting ignite or burn? I don't know the difference. How could that be different, in fact? I only have 2, so maybe not. Maybe we just don't get burnt. Is that a better theory? Man, we were so close. We had 4 heals. It was beautiful. Matthias says, Inhuman, that sounds exactly like the categorical scientist, and furthermore, a scientist that challenges the norm, or what has been proven by the collective scientific theories. How dare you challenge them? Exactly. That's why my lore channel gets so much flack, because I'm like going against the grain. They're like, you shan't do that. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. If I did things based off what people thought, then I would not be here today. And none of those videos I posted over, at this point, at 600 plus videos on the lore channel, and then like over 1,000 on this. Like, none of that would be available for your viewing pleasure. I would never deprive you of such things. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what that, I think it's probably soap or something. Beard oil? Beard oil. Or shampoo. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna beat this guy today. So happy because I know it's possible now. I did not know about his leg, I don't know, posture damage, so that's huge. That was a revelation. I would like him to do a big strike, that way I can go ahead and do my charged attack and just kind of spam those. I could kick him, but... Or I could get 2 charge attacks in. But my greed got the better of me, and that's why I got hit. I wish, I mean, it's a big damage thing that we can do for Reinhold, but I wish that I could just like maybe, I don't know, maybe punching isn't as effective, but it seems like it would be. The fact that he gets down to like half health is really nice. Oh, come on. He puts his shield up like at the exact perfect time. Yeah, it is quite precise with that. Okay. Oh, no. I hate when he does that. You jerk. Back punch attack. I didn't get it. Let's try again. The orange bar status is burn. The other is red, is ignite. Okay, so I need to watch burn then. And Human's already hungry and she's showing you food. And you definitely don't need your audience's approval if you feel the need to eat in front of us. Remember, if we're hungry, we also eat. Oh, no, she was showing me the groceries she got. Not the actual, like, cooked food just yet. Oh, man. Because if so, I'd be like... I don't mind eating in front of you guys, but I'm kind of one of those guys that's like, I don't know, like if I'm watching somebody stream, I want to see you play the damn game. I don't want to see you eating. I want to see you play the game. I'm just weird like that. So if that's the kind of content I like to see, I like to deliver that kind of content. You know, it's like, okay, you guys focus on the game and talking about the game and whatever else, answering the questions, engaging with chat. But I don't like to like, let me just eat all day. If I'm doing like a long stream, yeah, you better believe I'm gonna be eating. Because I'm a growing boy. I'm dead. Okay, so, oh gosh. Okay, when he's out in the open, it's much, much easier. My gosh, he makes it incredibly difficult when he's doing this crap. That repositioning can harm me, so I gotta be very careful with that. Can't really see right now. That must have been a grab attempt. Okay. Very nice. Okay, yeah, that is a good chunk of damage. That's more damage than I could do. That's fine. Now he's doing fire stuff, which that's where it kind of sucks. He's pretty much like Rogar now. Oh crap! I am in the lava. I have to because I'm panicking. Okay, that has to go away. Okay. Very good. Alright, we got a chance, guys. We do have a chance. I'm gonna back away. Let's see if this does anything. First try. First try. Stay away from the wall. What wall? Yeah, we did good. I never understand why the devs created those two different fire statuses. Me neither. That makes no sense. That was insane. Yeah, R squared using the emojis. What a boss. Matthias is going back to what you said earlier in Human. Praise be to you. If you want your dream to come true to fruition, you must put some reality behind it. So kudos to you guys. Yeah, for sure. I mean, had it not been like I'm always one of those guys where it's like, no, I like to, you know, like be so methodical and make sure like we have, you know, safety net this and that. I never would have taken that leap of faith. So it was totally because of my wife. We did it. I cannot believe that Rock says GG's finally. Yeah. Sorry. But trust me, I think I'm pretty much on pace for world's first. Nearly all bosses. Veteran mode fist only. I don't think anybody's done this before. Not on veteran. We are on pace for world record. I know it. Oof. We stayed away from the wall, and that was the key. As he got too close to the wall, I backed up, baited him toward me, and punched his left leg. That was so critical to my success. Is punching that leg. That's huge. I can't believe we did that. Super easy after you actually figured out that gimmick. Alright, let's go fight another really hard boss. But you see how I changed my perspective? Like yesterday I was just moaning about this and that, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing a challenge run. It's supposed to be really hard. I've been fortunate that it's been so simple and easy, because the first half of this run is incredibly easy, even with fists only. So going back, I'm like, man, I feel great. I feel really good about it. So here's the thing, we're gonna get more health. And next time we get a bunch of money, we're gonna go back to the tortured prisoner and get the rest of her stuff as well. Rock says, GG's finally, your controller must be burning. Oh yeah. My controller is firmly forged in my hands. Matthias says, GG's, well-deserved victory as always. R squared over on Twitch with the hype. Alright, so we are going to... Yeah, my hands were hurting. I took off my rings. Come here, boy. Okay. Now we have the key, so... Oh, of course you drop an item. So they have the key, so we can go ahead. This is part of the... there's 3 armor sets, one of each, from each ending a technique. Each of the factions, the Rogar, the Radiance, or Aureus type folks, and the Umbral. We'll try and do those at the end, of course. We have the Tancred's key. This goes up, this goes down. I'm assuming we go up. And then we'll go all the way down. Then we go to the Abbey, right? Let me take a look at my notes. I don't have my notes up, so... Oh, I got banned on TikTok again. That's cool. Let's go to the documents. And then we're going to go here. Google Docs. I need to go to... Let me read my stuff real quick. We've gone to Revelation Depths. We've gone to Upper Calra, Sunless Sky, Fief, Pilgrim's Perch, Path of Devotion, the Manse, we just did. We get the damage standard at the end of the Manse after going to the shortcut. We went to the Tower of Penance. We just defeated the Tower of... Oh, Tancred, Master of Castigations. We found the tablet, but the Gerlinda's quest glitched out on us. We gave the Perception Whisk to Dunmire, and we got Kukajine's help for the boss. Not really. We're going to the Abbey of the Hallowed Sisters. We fight Abbess Ursula. Well, we have 3 boss fights there. And then we need to talk to Stolmund on the path from the Manse to the Abbey. Okay. Let's see what all this is about. This should be base level, right? Oh, cool. This is going to take me right to the area we've been at a million times. Oh, thank you. I'm going to grab this anyways. And then we go up again. I have iframes. Ha ha ha. Hopefully he falls. Ah, oh, almost. He almost fell. In the boss room, you can pick a weapon needed for the Radiance quest, but you don't, or you won't use it. Did I pick it up or not? You got to show me where it's at, because I do want to do the quests. Once I beat the game, I'm going to do all the quests for the armor, because I do want that. Where's the what? What's the who the? Sisters, map of the Abbey. Okay, sweet. So you are supposed to go here first. Lore. For lore reasons. I thought I was supposed to get the flail, and like the flail is what I use for that, if I'm not mistaken. Radiant stuff. I didn't see anything I could have grabbed in the boss room though. You sure about that? Let's see. Let's go here. I can't go up anymore, right? Boo. Boo. Let's go down. Yeah, I won't use it until after I beat all the bosses in this particular run, and then of course once the game is beaten, then I'll go back and get the armor. A flail. Yeah, I knew there's a flail. Do I not have that? Sorted. Do we sort by? Honestly, that doesn't help. There's a flail right there, but it's not the flail. Oh, balls. Hold on. Come here. It looks like a bell. Okay. Down. This guy. We're gonna fight him the whole way down then? That's fine. If I must. Fight Club. Oh, nice. This mother. Now I have to kill him. It literally, why would it send me up? You must kill different types of enemies with the radiance. Yes, that's correct. Each time you go to like the statues, it'll say like, oh, you got to kill 10 avowed or 10 of these or 10 of that. I won't do that until afterwards because obviously this is my fist only run, but once I beat the game, the challenge is completed, I'll go get those armors because I don't even have them on my 100% file. This will now be that 100% file. And I'll just keep my little legacy file of 2 years ago. Keep that intact. The latest equipment and things we got were the buckets, the golden bucket quest, and the pumpkin quest. And that was kind of where I ended there. Okay, I don't know where the heck the dude. Can I go down again, maybe? That's as low as I can go, okay. This. I certainly don't have the flail. I know I need it, though. For that quest, but where the heck is it? I see no item. None of these doors open, so I can't like go through here. Rocks, I need your help. Need your help, bro. Help me, bro. Where is it? I see no such thing. To my ah ha ha, I lied. Never mind. Nice. And then we go in here and take a rest. That is insane. Thank you so much. I would have missed that. I totally would have missed that. Okay, now we go to the Abbey, right? For goodness sake. Whoa, it's like bright. Now the problem is I don't really have a good save or vestige by the Abbey, so we're just gonna reverse our steps and go right back up the elevator, that lift, and then go back. You don't need to pass an umbral. Yep, I appreciate you clarifying that for me, Rox. Unfortunately, it takes forever to get your messages, but when you said to the right, that was perfect. I went over to the right of that altar thing, and inside that gate, you can just open the door without a key. You don't need to be an umbral, and then you can grab the flail, flickering flail. Alright, we're gonna go back to this base area and then go straight out. This should lead us to the Abbey area. And I don't want to have to do this every time, so I will plant another vestige seed, sadly. Not here, though. I'm going to plant the vestige near where Stomand was. Matthias says, here's something to blow your mind, Inhuman. What if, in fact, it was actually AI that infiltrated with that devious old snake in the Garden of Eden, thus attempted humane to begin with? Ooh, oh, hold on. How is he following me? That would be interesting. It's just a program. Ow. This guy's doing really good attacks this go around. I wish this like would remove their guard. This dude. This dude. Oh no, it's not your fault for getting the messages. It's there's latency. So that means like whenever you send messages, Rox, like it takes like 30 to 45 seconds before I even see them. It's not because of the technology or anything like that. It's literally just because the way streaming works. Like you can send a message, I won't see it until almost a minute later, which is so goofy, but it's the way it works. So the AI infiltrated and put the snake in, tempted us with free thinking and free will, and our disobedience gave birth to our own worst creation. See, I'll share something that I think. So in regards to, I think we were, as you know, from the get-go, we always had free will, hence our ability to make the decision to rebel against God and give in to temptation. Had we not had free will up to that point, we wouldn't have been able to make that choice, period. That simply wouldn't be within our programming, if we're using your example. So the angels and humans have always been created with free will, hence their ability to do the things they did, and make the decisions they made. So that's why I think we've always had free will. Now, it wasn't the free will that we were tempted with, or even that as a bad thing. God created us to willingly choose to worship Him or whatever. However, it was the tree of forbidden knowledge, right? And that was what. It was tree of knowledge of good and evil, more specifically, I should say. And it was the knowledge of that, meaning the knowledge of good and bad. And the funny thing, in eating of the tree, it was symbolic of being disobedient, because He said, do not eat of this tree. So when you did the bad thing, that was the knowledge of bad, because at that point in time, you now have knowledge of what's going to be punishment and what you feel is shame because you know what you did is wrong. And so that's where that knowledge came to be. He's saying, okay, if you do something wrong, you're going to know good and evil. And, you know, all the things that come with it. Consequences of evil, which is the very first sin and whatever else. And that's why the wage of sin is death. That's why from, you know, back then they were living nearly a 1,000 years. Now we only live 70 years of that. So the wage of sin is death. We lost our immortality. And now we're, you know, having to fend for ourselves here. But yeah, that's kind of a general gist. Okay, so let's see. Artisan. This looks ugly. Do I have one of these? These all look ugly. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, brother. We'll see you on the flip side. Oh, lovely. What the ass? I did not mean to do that. These guys are strong. They hit really hard. Not the dogs, the archers. But why? What? How are they so strong? I waited to the very last second to dodge, and then I just didn't dodge, but... What? Why are they so strong? Good thing I have a checkpoint 2 feet away, because that would have been sad. Like, what the heck was that about? I have to take out the dog. Stupid dog. And then I'm gonna blast that. They're gonna get knocked down. Oh, okay, we're good. You stupid mutt. Okay, he's dead. I'm better now. You stop it. Okay. Stop it, you. Let's grab this. Man, these enemies hit very hard. I don't have a shirt on, but probably doesn't help.
Any descrier of the dawn found trespassing will be severely punished for their transgression. This place is now sanctified in the name of and no longer a sanctuary.
I vaguely remember this area. Yeah, there's like this new like crazy priestess. Is that the boss? I don't think that's the boss, is it? It is. Whoa. Okay, not a difficult boss. I mean, if you have health. Shayla says, hey, how's everyone? How are you doing, Shayla? I beat the hardest boss ever in the world, and it wasn't even that hard after I learned like, I discovered a gimmick with it, and then I learned his limbs had posture, so I was able to beat that boss relatively easily after I learned it. But it was terrible up until that point. Well, Tessus, thanks for that. And remember, my brain works in worst case scenarios, so in my mind, for sci-fi horror story, what if all in actuality we originally never even ate of the Tree of Good and Evil? Exactly, that'd be cool. No, I was just, yeah, I was certainly just saying stuff in general, like, but yes, per your story, that'd be sick. That'd be awesome because it's like you never really had the opportunity. You were pretty much set out for failure from the beginning because of the AI, which is really terrifying. You know, I am gonna plant another vestige seed because I'm just wasteful like that. Actually, no, I'm not. This is not a walk that takes any effort, right? How are you doing today, Shayla? She says, I'm doing alright. I actually got in a little gameplay this morning before I had to get my vehicle inspected. Oh, yeah. Those things. Adult things. Ugh. Fortunately, my inspection's good to go for a while. But yeah, that's always, you know, fortunately, it's been a lot quicker than normal. Oh, whoa, okay. Yep, this is where the blood starts going everywhere. Quit spilling all that stuff. Wasting the drain. Can you get out of the bramble? What game did you get to play? Were you playing Code Vein? This becomes a regular enemy if I'm not mistaken, hence the relatively easy fight. Get out of there, fool. Drinking your juice. She's healing. That's gonna be annoying. That's very Dracula for me. But that devious snake or AI still found a way to... You know what it could be? It could be like a worm, you know? That would be very interesting. Like, you know how we, you know... It'd be like a... worm was a type of virus, right? That would bore through data, and maybe it did that. That would be pretty interesting. So we can't let her heal, which is pretty terrible because she likes to be in her little bramble thorns. Whoa! Something else exists, something deep in the abyss, the perfect void of darkness in the beginning. And what if that was where all the... That's the server room. That's the server room. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Sadly, she did regain a lot of her health. I'd have to keep pressure even, so I need to save a little bit of heals. That would be awesome. She says, I played a little Code Vein, couldn't figure out where I need to go next, so I played a little Clear Obscure. Nice. Very nice. Oh, wow. Sniped. I got sniped. This is terrible. Marcus, what's going on, Marcus? How are you doing today? Marcus says, hi, Inhuman. I haven't mentioned this before, as I didn't want to deflate your fists only run, but I've beat this game on veteran mode wearing only my score. Is that so? Is that so? Well, I'm gonna be leaning on you for all the tips. I know I beat that boss, by the way, the one that was kicking my ass all day yesterday. I win because I didn't give up. We figured out a strategy. It was amazing, and then after it was just a few attempts of execution, it was good. We got it down. Took us a good maybe hour or so, but it's fine. This is also teaching my son to bake regular yeast bread. Then he'll graduate to sourdough. Nice. What do you call it? The little... Is it like a starter? I forget what they call it, right? It's like something with sourdough. There's always like something at like the base. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like really important to have that nice and aged, if I'm not mistaken. How did that hit you in the back, madam? Shayla's laughing at Marcus. I forgot Marcus is a Souls pro. He's an Elden Ring pro. Okay, that's really painful. So smite resistance would be nice and blah blah blah. I know, but I don't care. I have no shirt on. I also don't fight with a shirt. Get punched, lady. You're not even cute. You're not even cute. She healed all of her health, by the way, in the previous attempt. I'm gonna do this. Drop kick. See, like, how am I supposed to get to her there? Son of a mother. Not a hard fight. A starter. It is a starter. Marcus says, yes, I saw that. Well done. Hi to Matthias and Lemonade. How are you guys doing today? She says, my starter lives in my fridge because I have that much. I pull it out and put a little in a container and feed it when I feel like baking with it. It's so interesting. It's like you have like the blob, you know? It's like, oh, I just have a little creature in my fridge, and whenever he's being a good boy, I feed it. That could be a horror story right there, Matthias. The creature in my fridge. Oh, this is great. Because of that, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do this. Yeah, pretty much. It's like a little, whenever I want to feed it, whenever he behaves, I feed it. Creepy. The little starter that could. Okay, I don't like that she heals so quickly. She also doesn't have tons of health, but it's fine. This is another little gimmick fight for me. Enemies that heal and stuff like that, scum of the earth. Absolute scum of the earth. You idiot. Ew. She starts pouring her drink everywhere, an absolute waste. What if I do this? Oh, you can't do that anymore. She's in trouble now. Forgot about all of the basic maneuvers here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Can't forget the fundamentals, guys. I always do. Girl, if you don't die... Shoot, I almost said a bad word. Bad. Nope, you're not doing that. Where are we? Oh, my ass. Okay, hold on. No! I panic rolled like a chump, like an Elden Ring pro. Okay, could you not do that, ma'am? Whoa, she's in the wall, dudes. She's in the wall, man. Get her out of it. Oh, wait. Okay, I thought I heard her teleport. You evil thing. Nope, I'm gonna die again if I'm not careful. I can't see what the heck's going on in here. Oh, you're healing, that's cool. I can't even get in there, I'm gonna die. Phantom says, yo, how are we doing today, guys? Doing great. We're just fighting a cheap little boss that's gonna end up being a glorified enemy. Not difficult. We just came off a very difficult fight that actually took me the entirety of the last stream. Check this out. Did you ever see the article I posted in your Discord about the sequel to Lies of P? Ooh, no. You know, I'm terrible at Discord, and when I don't, I didn't realize people use it. So if people are going to start using it, I am going to begin being more, you know, diligent in reading it and checking it and make it that part of my routine. So no, I haven't, but I certainly will check it out. Shayla says, hey, Phantom. Yeah, I will check it out. That's awesome. I know that, at least as far as I know, that they are working on a sequel and also another type of Souls-like that is not Lies of P related, which I find incredibly captivating. Yeah, quit all that. Quit that crap right now. Bad witch, or whatever you are. I will certainly be more diligent about that then. I would love if you guys would use the Discord, but there was a time, and there is a way, to make it to where like YouTube can kind of act as Discord, but if you guys prefer Discord, that's perfectly fine. I just want it to be where it's, you know, whatever works best for everybody. That's all I care about. I'm not... Ideally, if it was up to me, I'd like to have everything in one place, but I know that's not possible, so... Hence why, you know, I post everywhere and do everything, so... I will just be better about reading that stuff then. It means a lot to me. I just often don't think that you guys use it as much as you do. That's great. If you guys are using it, I will certainly be better about checking it. Son of a gun. No, wait, what the heck? Why did I just freeze? Okay, crazy lady, quit doing that. Killed me. No, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine, Shayla. Let me just figure this out, son of... Nope, she's gonna start healing. No, she's not. I pushed too aggressively. We could have killed her there. No worries. Okay, so if you guys are posting in Discord, I need to go ahead and start using it then. It's active and it works. It just... I didn't know you guys really chatted in there, so... I'll be better about that. Shayla says, G1 said, they will not let us down. They will basically... That was basically the gist. Oh, yeah, and they haven't. You know, I mean, he's always delivered on that in a good way. And I think the director is... He's excellent. In terms of communication as well, I want them to maintain their vision and just deliver on that story. All I could ask for. All I could ask for. Where'd she go? I don't really like that you can still poise through that, young lady. What are you, Zeus? I'll wait for that strike a little bit more patiently then. I'll be more patient. Dude, like for real? No, don't do that. Drink from that. I'm so damn greedy for no reason. I have like 3 heals. I'm like, I'm gonna get you. I'll get her right here though. Darn it. That's annoying. I need to be better about that then. You want to come to me? Fine. Do it. I dare you. Your cup is empty. First try, just kidding. I just started posting the day. Okay, cool. Shayla says their studio loves their game and it shows. You can just tell that it's a labor of love. Absolutely, and I think that they've always kind of done that. There was a part of me that was initially frustrated with them kind of changing their vision and nerfing like what I would call the intended difficulty. That was a little frustrating initially, but I understand why they did it. Also, but they've done and gone to great lengths to change the, allow for difficulty settings, allow, multiple types of, and, skill level players to join and be part of their experience. So I think it's awesome. Let me see if he's up in Upper Calrath still. If she's not, then it is what it is. It's definitely a labor of love. I've heard that from a ton of people. Yeah, Liza P, I mean, the team is certainly they believe in their game, and I love that. It's a fantastic game. You can tell that's just a labor of love. Oh yeah, R Squared says hype. Shayla says GG's. Marcus says, you seem extraordinarily deep today, Matthias. I would contribute to your theories, but been with my friend Jackie D for the last few hours, so best I refrain from any input. That's coming from someone wearing Pennywise pajamas wouldn't be valid. The funny thing is, yeah, he was telling us about this pretty cool, like, it was a quote from, like, oh man, she's gone already. That's okay. So she moves. I forget where she moves to. I think it's Bramis, but I can't purchase the rest of her items if that's the case. I don't know what other merchants I have left. Darn it. I don't really think I have any merchants left, if I'm not mistaken. It's fine. Let's just go ahead and level up then. Matthias says, existential dread. Praise be to H.P. Lovecraft and Bossa. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, Stallman's gone too. I can speak to Stallman, but he's gone as well. Never mind. Let's just proceed forward and or press forward and just whatever. Get out of my way, fool. That boss wasn't hard. It was just the fact that she healed and the fact that she hides behind her own bramble. It's pretty annoying. But no worries. That's 2 bosses down in today's stream already. One of which was very notable. The other of which was an enemy we'll be seeing millions of times. Let's see where our path takes us. Punch! Rawr, rawr. Oh, I was about to punch him in the mouth. Let's chat.
Abbey once belonged to Mornstead's previous dominant religion, before Judge Cleric declared it the hallowed Sentinel's new home and sanctified it to take a mundane thing and transform it into something magnificent and holy.
You're drinking the Kool-Aid, Thecka here. I don't like it.
I may not be wise, but one thing I have learned is that you never really know what life's going to throw at you. So,
Box of chocolates.
Friendly advice, not me thinking of my own profit. If there's anything amongst my merchandise that you've had your eye on, perhaps you should consider buying it now, just to be certain.
Oh, okay, the old inventory's low kind of thing. So here we go. Talk to Stillman on the path from the manse to the Abbey. Done. Talk to Thecka here. Doing that now. We have defeated Abbess Ursula. We have the Rapturous Huntress Liren. Oh, we already kicked her ass though. And then we have Judge Cleric. We defeated Loren, in fact, and she was quite annoying because she had her little friend with her. Angel's Aegis. Wow. That looks sick. I don't have the exiled stuff, but I do have this. What is this?
May your path be blessed.
Whatevs, bro. You're all over the place. Your beliefs. We need to talk to Stomand on the Abbey, or in the Abbey, sorry, behind a breakable barrel hiding a path. Okay. And then we need to get the tattered banner from a boss abyss at the end of the Abbey to us. Okay. And then give the standard to Stomand. You need to give the items to Stomand before moving to Empyrean or you'll fail the quest. Ooh. Yikes. Okay, we need to be careful with that then. Let's see if there's any items back here. Large Duralium shards, and what else? Matthias says, thanks Marcus Hammer, those aren't theories, it's just my worst case scenario brain trying to shatter people's collective knowledge of things that we have been spoon fed. The true question is, who's exactly in charge of the fact checking? Ooh. Is it the responsibility of each individual, mayhap? Alright, sweet. Let's go punch stuff. That scared me. Yeah. He's whipping himself. Self-flagellation. Come here. Cool combo, bro. Come over here. Taking a nap while you're over here. Okay, he got bored too, I guess. Get out of here. I should have just sucked up that thing. I would have got some umbral eyes. Or some sort of eyes, I forget what kind. Okay. Who's in charge of the fact check? Who fact checks the facts checker? No, I can't even speak today. Who fact checks the facts checker? That's really hard to say. Can anyone say that? Fact checks. Who fact checks? Fact check. Where's your little thing? How are you so strong? Gosh, everybody's getting stronger now, and I'm not. We're starting to feel the difficulty of this challenge, and we've experienced it since Griefbound Rowena from a build perspective. The Hallowed Crow even amplified that even further, and then of course the twins that were regenerating. Any gimmick bosses like that are just an absolute fiend, an antithesis to my build. The other boss we just fought was simply a skill and knowledge thing, and unfortunately I was just like so caught up in the fact that I'm like, it's hard and frustrating. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing a challenge run. So since I changed my perspective, I've been able to kick all the ass, the collective ass, to use Matthias's words. Don't you dare. This is just fun. This is incredibly ineffective. I could just do this. But it is fun. Doesn't even work out. Please blow up his back. Yeah, there you go. Choking on my spit. Alright, very, very good. That was underwhelming. We've got a little place we can escape from. I'm gonna hop out just so I can save myself the grief of a reaver or something, a reaper, whatever, coming at me. Typically I would go up first, but that seems like the way forward and up, like progression. I'm gonna go down here instead. I hear a reaper, and we're on the other side of the gate. Can I open this as a shortcut? I wonder. Lovely. So now we have a shortcut. I wonder if if I rest, I should be fine. So is Theka here gonna still be there? Don't forget the shortcut, says Jake Lee. Absolutely, thank you so much. We just tagged it right now.
Hello again.
Hi. Let's see. Bloodborne hat?
May your path be blessed.
Yes, sir. How are you doing today? You kind of just snuck in there like that. Sneaky. I like it. Alright, let's punch these guys real quick. Doing the Ricky Bobby windmill punch. You're baiting me to something then, aren't you? Right, you come here. Ow. Oh, that healing animation. So when you dodge, you have to really mash the heal button because you will not heal immediately upon dodging. It's not responsive in that way. So you do need to, like, you can punch immediately after dodging, but you cannot heal. You gotta mash it. Get punched. Oh yeah, she's dead. But as, for example, over egotistical scientists have led us to believe as humans that the universe started with a big bang. However, nowhere in the Bible does it say that God did that, nor was there anybody there in the beginning to observe and annotate such an occurrence. Yet they teach it as fact. Also, that's pretty easy notion to, because it's science, you know, like the funny thing is, science that actually shows and tries to understand the works of God is nice, but whenever you try to use science and knowledge to hide his existence or prove his, you know, whatever, that he doesn't exist and things of that nature, that's where it starts getting a little funny to me. But for example, the Big Bang Theory can be easily just you know, whatever, broken down or whatever, disproved, if you will, because there's a law. Whenever an item or anything explodes, all the particles and all the material will all rotate and have revolutions in the same direction. So if the Big Bang Theory was true, then every single one of the galaxies, which are parts of that explosion, would be rotating and revolving and you know, have revolutions or rotating in the same direction. But there's galaxies that spin clockwise. There's galaxies that spin counterclockwise. So that in and of itself disproves everything. So you're welcome. Big Bang Theory has been disproved. So that's just science. And the funny thing is, people that tend to use science to try and disprove, you know, God or whatever, his existence, they always use it, they cherry pick which laws they're going to be using, when these constants are simply things that God has put in place by his design, right? So if you're saying, oh yeah, this is the postulate that all the materials whatever revolve a certain way when things explode, well, why would the Big Bang be any different? It's just a massive explosion, exponentially increased to infinite, pretty much. So why would not all the particles, which would be all of the materials that then form the galaxy, whatever, why would they be spinning different directions? So that in and of itself disproved it. So it's just simple stuff like that. Like if you just look and you research and look at the fundamentals of science that we've learned when we were like in grade school, you can disprove a lot of the stuff that they try and teach you. So Jake Lee says, I just got off work a little earlier today, so I'm getting myself some game time. Nice. Figured I'd watch the fist run only while messing around in Elden Ring. Nice. What is your build in Elden Ring and what are you kind of working on? I always have like a goal, and it could be because it's like my job, but every time I play, I'm like, okay, my goal for today's session is to do this, you know? What do you have any goals you're working on, or you're just kind of, you know, casually just exploring, seeing if you come upon anything, or are you doing something very specific? My go-to fact check is always with God. I trust in God over a human any day. As you should. Marcus, oh, I see, Matthias. I see what you're saying now, my friend. I'm afraid my brain's a bit too shallow at the moment to appreciate the depth of your chat. Put on a funny mate and chill. See, can't even type. Put on a funny hat and chill. I was like, put on a funny mate. Okay, can you come over here, please, ma'am? And you know what the funny thing about me and challenge runs is I fight everybody and do everything, and you don't have to do that, but I certainly like to. I like to be thorough. No. What if I do this? Boom, and then she should. I wonder if she gets knocked down. She does. Oh, that was a big hit. Hold on. I'm gonna do this, and as soon as she comes up, yep, there, and boom. I don't think she'll just magically appear there, though. Nice. She kind of matrixed that. Shayla says, exactly. Shayla, your chat is the same color as my t-shirt. Except my t-shirt's dull, because I love this shirt so much, but you know what I realized? Like, how do you preserve the color of your, like, I do colors on cold, and I do a white clothing or whatever on hot. So white hot is how I remember it, and then colored clothing, CC. So like, why it just loses its vibrance. There's got to be a way to maintain that, right? Because I'm like, damn, it used to be more pink. Like, what has happened? Oh man, I gotta fight her again. Actually, these guys are gonna be annoying, aren't they? I think they actually try to attack you every once in a while. Hello, puppy dog. Get wrecked. It doesn't matter because I can. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I should be able to. I'll say it doesn't matter because I can just get out of Umbral again. But yeah, I can. So this is all just free health for me. I'm getting out. Come here, you rat bastard. Oh, balls. Okay. She's good. You know, they're very strong and they're excellent at making you look like an idiot. My favorite ability. Punch him in the little shield head of his. Oh, you're gonna fight? Okay, come on, Scourge Sister Delith. If that is your name. Get over there. I got a bone to pick with this dog here. Stop it. Oh my, okay. I'm gonna do this to be like, lose your holy radiance thing. Roar! She's very, very animated today. That was the attack that killed me last time. Ah! Why are you coming this way? Since when do you guys aggro like that? You come here. Oh, really? My goodness. My knee hurts. I need to straighten out my legs. Sometimes I sit cross-legged and it's very comfortable for me, but ow. Get over here. How did she do that? Okay, whoa! Yeah, she covers lots of ground doing that. Good for you. Good gravy, man. And she's still not dead. Die! I gotta kill, you know, Tweedledum over here. Oh, fart. You first. Yeah! Alright, let's try that again. Oh, shoot. I'm stuck. Why do you keep punishing the heels? What are you, a freaking boss? Stop it. Oh, I'm bleeding. Hi. Little Demogorgon baby. My goodness. Everybody just calm down, please. Seething Vigor Skull. Is this not a baby? A cabbage patch or whatever? I remember this area sucking. Being bridges and falling down there. Yeah, I remember all that. All too well. Weighted arrows. And he is beating the mess out of himself right now. Hiya! You simple, simple creature. You should not have hit me there. Come on. Really? I'm going for it. I'm totally going for this. No! Oh, man. The rotating planets are now creating babies. That's how babies are made. Jake Lee says, yeah, the enemies in veteran mode are way more aggressive and dodge a lot more. Those rat bastards. Alright, so, you know, after I typically like to clear an area and then be like, alright, if I've done it, I can run past and I don't feel like a terrible person. However, in this instance, they're very close. So it's going to be a problem if I don't engage with them and kill them. Puppies! Bad dog. Slevin Calevra. Alright, here we're gonna go here. Right back in Umbral. She's like, no, I like you better in in Umbral. Not very nice. Can't see Dunk right now. Whew. Problem is, yeah, of course she respawns. Yeah, that's the stuff. Come here, you idiot. Yeah. Do something. Ooh, his head was glowing that time. He thought. I don't think I said holy fart knockers. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. Sometimes I accidentally say fart instead of the other F word. Just out of posterity. I don't think I said that. Everyone chill the hell and take a value. I don't remember saying all that. Did I say that? Ugh. I think you're putting words in my mouth. I don't recall such a thing. Let's see. We're gonna go down here. Kill everybody here. Why not? Let's just kill the blind zealots today. Too slow, Mr. Pointed Stick. Ow. Let us continue. Ever onward. That's nothing. Nothing. Somebody's whipping themselves right now. Could be the dude upstairs. I hope it's him. 'Cause I don't feel like fighting a bell dude and one of those idiots. The flagellation guys. Not to be confused with flatulation. Oh, hi. That tracks. Yeah, that's good. Get some. I like a good fight. Oh, he's good. Not today, dummy. Ah, I love that attack. Love it. Too easy. You didn't, in fact, say that. Right now, have you questioning yourself? Did I or didn't I? Only a recap of your stream later can truly answer that question, unless, of course, other people. You know, I think that's part of the fact-checking thing we're talking about. You definitely did. I was like, some of that language is reminiscent of what I might utter. However, it didn't seem in character for me to say such things. Unless other people pay attention and fill you in on indeed what you actually said. Oh, I know. I know what I said. I didn't say hell. I didn't say fart knockers. I didn't say Valium. Only after thinking through that, though. I guess we hop over to this other world. We'll get the belly. Stop. Please stop it. Oh yeah, she's good. Good and dead. Now we go here, punch him in the nards. Grab this stigma.
And as I willingly relinquish,
And as I willingly do dumb stuff,
so too do I
and a faith I don't understand,
tire.
going to destroy the world.
I have been reborn in the light of our eternal lady, and proven myself worthy
So we could go up,
to counter the monster
and that's what most normal people would do.
the hallowed sentinels.
We're gonna go around.
To her, and our holy work do I commit my blood, my life,
Matthias is laughing. I had to think about it though. You did have me questioning my very being. I don't like that. That's creepy. I wasn't sure of who I was, or what I said. That scares me. No goals then today in Human. No, because we already met the super chat goal. We met the super chat goal and all that stuff, so we are going to be streaming all next week. But I don't have a goal in right now because we're streaming next week, which is great. That's going to be a really tough week because we're getting back into our routine. So we've got like, you know, everything's back in, you know, any extracurriculars, any, you know, school, whatever else, all that's back in. So I definitely need to I want to keep it realistic where I can definitely meet all the, you know, that I actually do what I say I'm gonna. What am I supposed to do here? I can't even reach that guy. There's no way I can reach that. But no goals for today. We already met the goal. We're going to be streaming all next week, so we should be good there. Ugh. That didn't seem correct. But thank you so much for asking. I will figure out something for next week. I mean, again, we're probably going to continue. Like the most consistent one we've done, and it's always been like to make sure I stream the following week. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die doing that. But I don't have anything really to do because we need to finish this game so we can jump into the next game. So that's a really big priority of mine to finish this. I finished this, well, about 75% of the script for the short that I'm going to be releasing Saturday. And then today, after this stream, I have to go ahead and redo the voiceover because I didn't redo it yesterday. I'm going to rework the voiceover and go through that. Do I just have to jump here? I don't get it. That just brings that down. That is nothing for me, though. I got an idea. Oh, Marcus with a super chat. He says, look, I don't need a goal, okay? I don't need a goal. Goals are for chumps. Marcus says, okay, no goal, but for the lovely pink top today, absolutely. Did that for you, Marcus. Gotta look fly. I do like, I mean, I like wearing, my favorite colors are black and red. But they don't necessarily look that, like, black is fine. That looks good on me, but I don't necessarily like the way red looks on me, even though I love red as a color. So I think, like, usually I wear, like, either white or black type clothing, but I like wearing pink and changing up a little bit. Hoo-hoo. Putrid everything. That's awesome. Got the putrid set. But thank you so much, Marcus. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no chat today. Or no chat goal. But honestly, I feel like we've, as a community, we've kicked so much butt and crushed so many goals. I think we're good. I definitely want to continue trying to maintain the stream as often as possible. That's a really big thing for me. But other than that, I mean, I think we're doing good. We're on a great start for the new year already. I'm going to do my best to commit to, you know, the regular content across the channels. That's a really big thing for me. I have to do. That's just going to ensure that I'm okay from a financial perspective, because the streaming alone, this isn't, I have to support it with what my bread and butter is. So definitely going to be posting more regularly as well, because it's just something I got to get back in the rhythm. And I'm learning a new software, so I got to get a little bit more proficient with the new editing software. Ooh. So this would be like, I would imagine, the main path to continue, but I like this. Another flower patch. Okay, that's Stoneman. There he is.
This tree grew from a seed into what you see now.
In a single day. Goopy goopy.
Judge Cleric's miracles to edify her disciples. There once hung from it an ancient banner carried into battle long ago by Our Lady herself. A symbol of more virtuous times. And one torn down and disgraced since.
You talk really slow, bro.
That bearer. If you should find the pieces of the banner,
I will find the banner.
Bring them to me. I'll mend what's been broken.
Don't I already have it?
With me into the heart of the Empyrean and present it to Judge Cleric.
As a reminder. Thank you so much again, Marcus, for the super chat. I really appreciate you, my friend. But no goal for today.
I have too much hallowed sentinel blood
This guy.
in my hands to expect or deserve redemption. But I must do what I can for those who can still be saved.
That's very true, Matthias. You did manipulate me into saying such a phrase. Hand over the damage standard.
Prayed
Yes.
the banner had not been destroyed completely, and Our Lady heard me. It's a sign there is
Stolman,
still hope.
damage banner.
And I don't overlook your part in this, lamp bearer.
Yay, we did that.
Adyr was right about you after all.
No, I'm gonna kill her too. It's okay. But thanks.
Judgment.
And rage. Judgment. Oh, we got all this crap. Ugh. Ugh. Increased posture. Holy damage. Damn. I need to sell something. Okay.
Our Immaculate Radiance. Judgment.
Very, very good. Oopie Goopy says, I'm really excited for Lords of the Fallen 2, and it seems like they will improve a lot. I hope so. Lords of the Fallen 2, well, let me do this. The 2014 version of Lords of the Fallen I thought was fantastic. It was one of the first non-FromSoft companies that really nailed in my opinion, the Dark Souls formula at the time. It was very heavy combat, almost like a turn-based type, where you feel like you have to then attack and then subsequently guard, that kind of thing. Very, very nice, and well done in my opinion. The Lords of the Fallen reboot in 2023, I think is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I think initially there were some issues with the launch, just with little things like enemy density and like brokenness in terms of like enemies being able to aggro from a mile away and little stuff like that. But that was then remedied, which I was really thankful for. Aside from that, though, I mean, the game has always been sound in my opinion. People just tend to be much more critical of games that aren't FromSoft, even though FromSoft has literally the kings of jank. But it's just acceptable because it's FromSoft. I don't have that bias. I think that, as I've mentioned many times, games are interactive pieces of art. So it's like trying to embrace what the artists were trying to envision, and then you really find a newfound appreciation for the games you're playing. But anywho, that's just my 3 cents, not 2, but I think that this is a fantastic game, and it's certainly top tier for a non-FromSoft title. I like to differentiate the FromSoft titles from the non-FromSoft. In fact, if you input the command, I think it's FromSoft, you'll see all my favorites listed like that. And then if you do non-FromSoft, you guys have to start doing the commands, because it's gonna like allow you to see different stuff and figure out how to better get more quality out of the channel too, like out of the stream. And I'm gonna kind of teach you how to do it, because the Twitch users know how to do it. The YouTube guys, you guys don't use commands ever. Okay, so they do love the British voices in games. Ye old English, yes, and they talk very slow. Marcus, ye old English, isn't that also an alcoholic beverage? Sounds good. So this is it. I put in the command, and this is the Inhuman one's favorite Souls-likes in order: Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls. And then the Inhuman one's non-FromSoft: Liza P, The Surge, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, Lords of the Fallen, Mortal Shell, First Berserk Kazan, Neo, and I don't even know what the hell else. Hellpoint. Hellpoint is good. Hellpoint's quite good. And that's subject to change as new games come out and whatever else, but you know. Shayla's laughing. Ye old English. They love their British accents. Sometimes I'm like, it'll be like a space game, or it'll be like an alien race, and they're like British. I'm like, how is that? I think that's just a go-to. It's like, yeah, I think that would sound cool. And it does, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm just like, why do we do that?
In Radiance,
Make everybody British.
judgment.
Why not? Holy damn, what would be useful, actually, you know? I need all of these. So don't you go anywhere, buddy. He will, though. He'll die. Did I sell my Vigor Skulls?
Judgment.
Why, yada?
In Radiance, judgment.
I just need a little bit more. Let me go kill some. I'll be right back. Stay right here, sir. please. Please stay right here.
Our immaculate lady in radiance.
What's this? Oh,
Judgment
a
of
large
our
sword.
lady will bring redemption.
You watch your mouth. Hey yo! Chavo just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I want to die, Chavo. And since I am the streamer of today's episode, I have to blame you for that. I'm just kidding. Chavo, if you're in chat, welcome, my friend. I died. Stoneman, care to give a brother a hand? Give me 300 souls, please. Happy days.
Radiance, judgment.
Oh, I hear somebody. I like how he's just standing there while I'm getting destroyed by these idiots. Chavo, where are you? I don't know what to do. Alright, that was terrible. Terrible. Okay, that was... wow, you know? What the heck? Somebody is whipping the heck out of themselves. Look. It's that dude with the hat on. He's gotta be over here. He's crazy with it. Alright, is there anything else?
In radiance, judgment.
Technically that. It's a great shield. I don't know what the heck. That and that, right? These are the only things I don't recall.
In radiance, judgment.
You stop saying that. And radiance, judgment. You stop it. Stop saying. Matthias says, poor Bloodborne, your #1 favorite spot will be missed. And I think of it, you know, the more I think of it, to me, if there's such a thing, they'd be an equal. They're about equal, you know? Except that Sekiro, the story is fantastic, by the way. There's such deep lore I'd love to cover. And, oh, I thought I heard somebody. But I think the big thing is that it just hasn't been given any love for 10 years, and because of that, those quality of life things, it has not aged well. Sekiro is 6 years old, and I mean it's still there's nothing that I'd be like, they need to change this. With Bloodborne, there's several quality of life things that do impact the enjoyability of the playthrough, especially when you do challenge runs like me. But just in general, you know, so it's like that to me is worthy of noting. Can you come here? What are you doing? I can't fool her. See, I don't want to aggro everybody. Can you figure out stairs, you dummy? I can kill you. Now she's like, oh, I know how to do it. Idiots, man. But yeah, that's the only reason why Bloodborne would then take a slightly lower position. So I'm gonna dodge to the right from now on. I dodge to the left, which is the direction she's striking, and that's not very good. But yeah, I do still very much love Bloodborne. It's just the fact that from the gameplay perspective, there are things that could be improved that have not been improved or touched on ever. And that's disappointing because it's an excellent game. Aside from that, let me think. Yeah, I mean, Sekiro is like, in my opinion, flawless from a gameplay perspective. There are no areas that suck. You can pause the damn game. I mean, it's like little stuff like that. There's nothing that's like, oof, that's a real slog, or that's really difficult to adjust to, or whatever. Come here. You figured out stairs. I'm so proud of you. It will not help you in surviving this fight, though, madam. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Get punched. But it is an amazing game still, and the lore and the premise and all of that, the style, the art, everything is so great. It's just those 4 things I always mention that could be improved upon that have not been, and it sucks. And Duskbloods is not going to fill that gap for me by any means. I won't buy it when it comes out either, because I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 for that one game. There have been games that I purchased consoles for. Demon Souls, for example, was the reason why I purchased a PS5 years ago. But, you know, little things like that. Really? What if I... does this make you lose your buff? No. Ow. Ow. Okay. And I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna do this on your back. Shoot. I'm gonna go down here. Lady, how many sisters are there? Oh, nice. I'm not dead until I say so. Alright, now she's gonna die right here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, maybe not. Oh gosh. There's life in her yet. Vestige Moth, okay. Oh, I remember this. Like being like a... This is definitely optional, but it's fine. We're gonna do it. I still love the game. It is very beloved to me, so much so that it's, you know, it's what I based my channel art around and everything on my first channel. It's just an amazing game. It just, I just wish that they would have given it some attention. I mean, from a money perspective, no, I just don't understand it. Business mindset, I don't understand the neglect for that. There must be some licensing issues and things that we're just unaware of, but it's, to me, it's excuses. H.P. Lovecraft rolling in his grave, and he releases a horrendous admirable flatulence. Just kidding, of course. No, I don't know. It's still, I mean, if there was such a thing to have 2 favorites, then that would be it. Those are my 2 favorites. What is the purpose of this? That dude is whipping his own ass so hard. Oh, you little things. My favorite enemies, yeah. I'm not dealing with you jokers right now. Get out of my way. Alright, so... yeah, that's the order so far. Now, when I look at the... oh, I see Matthias is... hold on one second. Let me just... my whole brain is... brain flatulent. Non-FromSoft is Liza P, The Surge, Wu Chung, Lords of the Fallen, Mortal Shell, First Berserker, Neo, yeah, and Hellpoint. I hate that it's in 2 comments. That looks kind of dumb, but that's fine. I think those are good, and Neo is fine, but and honestly, like it's very good. Except it's just a different type of Souls-like because it's made from Team Ninja, and so a lot of people like you cannot hold it to the same. It's not the standard thing. It's just like you can't play it like a typical Souls-like because Team Ninja's games are far more complex and complicated in that regard. Like the combat and overlapping systems and all that stuff, you will never experience anything of the sort in any Souls, like, because they just don't get that deep with the number of systems and the new game plus cycles that typically just increases difficult things like that. You have different mechanics introduced on new game plus cycles and Team Ninja games, so it's just different. Marcus says Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is half price and new Xbox sale if anyone wants it. But as I said previously, in my opinion, FromSoft focused, forced our hands. They knew exactly what they were doing, which of course leads me to believe Sony will force Miyazaki's hand with PS6. We'll see. I don't think they're going to touch it again. I think Duskbloods is going to be the new direction they take because they want to go PvPvE, which is player versus player versus environment. So they want to have that online component. And because of that, I think that that's where you're not going to see the traditional single player experiences anymore with just a taste of multiplayer. Multiplayer is going to become a bigger factor in these new FromSoft games, which is going to start leading me away from that direction because I don't care for that aspect of gaming necessarily. So it's you've seen the shift, and it's something that we have to be aware of. Holy nards, the hell is that? So this is, hi Mr. Inhuman, just want to say hi. Mark has gone off now and said for me to take over. Sorry, he had a few drinks, making most of this weekend as he has got a lot of business meetings Monday, New Year's. So all back to normal for Monday. Yeah, same man. I'm like, oh man, I'm dreading the fact that we have to resort or return back to the old schedule. I'm dead already. I'm dreading that we have to go right back to the old schedule in just a few short days. But I am going to just obviously, as I said, it's a matter of changing the perspective is all. 1 second, I gotta send a quick message. But I hope you're doing well and hope you're having a good time. Hope he's not being too silly. Alright, let's go down. But yeah, I'm also dreading Monday. Not because, I mean, to me, I try and always make it a point to, we don't just appreciate and live for the weekends, you know? Every day is important and every day is a gift kind of thing. But sometimes I'm like, man, I'm certainly not looking forward to reverting back to that schedule. I gotta do all the things. I mean, a lot more busy, that's for sure. All right. How long? Yeah, it's kind of. Who is that? Oh, hi. This is gonna suck. I think I'm just gonna rush it. This will buy me another health bar. This area sucks. Hold on. So, I'm gonna go here. I'm not gonna even worry about you just yet. The hell was that? That's not a hole, that's just a graphical error. Alright, she should be dead. Using a lot of heals for you. Goodbye. Okay. So there's a ladder up there. Oh, it's you. Okay, we'll just go take out that enemy. We'll do all the cutesy stuff in a little bit, but I have to survive, so. Shoot. All the balls. There's got to be a quicker way up there. Okay, so that's not the path we're taking. We're gonna sprint past all this. Obviously, this is an area that you clear out the enemies first, then you go on and explore. I have a hard time with that in general, just because I do like to explore as I go and loot as I go, but that's fine. I just can't believe how much damage we take. I know we don't have a shirt on, okay, and that's probably the biggest damage mitigation thing we could have equipped, but hey. And everybody backs up. Yep. Go this way. This way. Awesome. Nope. No grab for you today, madam. We're out of line of sight for that stupid Abbess Ursula wannabe. You can still see she's trying to shoot us from the wall there like a jerk. Suzanne says, no, he's okay, Mr. Inhuman. He's singing now, doing impressions for Ghost and Boo, who frankly don't care and are used to their dad being strange. Yes, it's back to normal for us all. Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to. I do enjoy really just the extra time I can spend with my family and stuff and not have to worry about, you know, silly things. Like, I obviously, you know, like school and whatever. It's just, all that is just, to me, norm of expectations. I just can't wait until we're all free to do whatever we want. Have more free time like this. It's so nice. The heck? Can I reach that? But yeah, I do love these breaks. They're very special. I see, I see. Okay, well, whatever. Not worried about that. Now you, on the other hand. We can bait each one of these enemies at a time. Hello, madam. You're not gonna fight me? I know you see me, dude, bro. Oh, it's you. The fool. He'll fight me. Now, I love how they aggro after. That's so dumb. It's like they aggro knowing that the other one has a chance. It's like you weren't there before. You looked right at me and you walked away. I didn't realize I am in Umbral. It's not good. I'm actually in Umbral now. It's not good. I didn't realize I was. Ah, I can swap out of it now. I'm dead. Okay, so easy peasy. We run through, we go human, we go kill her, and then we turn back into Umbral. And we do all the rest of the stuff. Now we have a strategy. Matthias says, true warriors don't need armor, for it is indeed quite stifling. Leonidas said it proved so, rather. Yes, he did. His shield, his helmet, was stifling. That was the helmet. Oh, yeah, you said that too. You said, well, in regards to a helmet, at least. Yes, it was. Boop. And boop. Just boop him on the nose. Susanna says, I hope you and your family had a lovely day yesterday. Yes, it was nice. And you know what? I completely forgot. So I had my days mixed up. I thought yesterday was Friday. So that's why I was like, no, we have plans. We have plans. We did not. We got to hang out and do all fun stuff or whatever. But we didn't have like actual. It's today. Today's Friday. So I was like, oh shoot. I didn't know. I got my days mixed up. And I was like, oh, whoops. I was like, I gotta tell Marcus and Santa, my bad. I certainly could have gone for an extra hour. But, whoops. But it was nice. It's a nice break, you know? The strike. Like Zeus power bolts. Okay, where is the dog? Come here. I'm just gonna loot because while you're leaving this perch like an idiot, I'll take your stuff. But yeah, I was so mistaken. I thought yesterday was Friday. And because of that, I was like, yeah, well, no, I can't do an extra hour today. But it's today that we have plans. So my wife was like, I heard you say something about an extra hour and you couldn't do it. And I was like, yeah, because we have plans. And she's like, oh, it's tomorrow, babe. I'm like, oh. Well, that makes sense. But no, we had a great time. We got to hang out. We were playing games together. What did we cook yesterday? We did some cooking. What did we cook yesterday? It was something good. We're gonna do today. We're gonna do onigiri, but with the Korean style, which is I think is gimbap. So we're gonna do gimbap, which is essentially just like, you know, rice balls stuffed with like something like tuna, for example, whatever. So we're gonna have that, and it's gonna be delicious. And fried rice. I tried to kick her because there was a thing behind her. A broken ledge, but whoops. Rock says I'm back. Now the stream can begin. What the heck, man? How did I miss that? Swinging towards the weapon, that's always a great idea. It's not good to, I'm being very facetious, that's not really good to do. You never do that unless they're doing a swing in your direction, you go towards it. You don't go with the swing ever. That's just a way to die. Rock says, I'm back. Marcus says, yes, Marcus forgot it was New Year's Day. That's why he said about extra hour, but then realized, and of course you want to be with your family. Yeah, well, we didn't, I mean, there wasn't any specific plan yesterday, but we ended up just enjoying the whole day and, like I said, playing games, cooking food. I forget what we cooked, though. I can't, for the life of me, remember what we cooked. But anyways, today is when we have, like, our plans. So we're going to do the same thing, I mean, obviously. But we just have something to do beforehand, and then we're going to come back and, more games and more food and just hanging out. Enjoy the last few days before Monday. What the hell? There's two of them, that's why. That explains it. That whole sequence over there is going to be something we'll explore in due time. Silly banker over here. Cool. I love getting one shot. Let's do this again. We do need to obviously go into Umber, but I need a vestige over here. There you go. This is what we need right here. Okay, honestly, I don't care about heals or anything. We'll just dodge this. And I guess the enemy, the Abyss did not respawn. Which is really weird. You're close to another mini-boss? Hell yeah. Is this the mini-boss? Let's go kick his ass. And then I'll go back and clear out the area. Yeah, that looks like a mini-boss. Let's go fight whatever's in here. Oh, that's the withered... Is that the rune? That's Adyr's rune, isn't it? Whoops. I think I did something. Adyr's rune. Who are you, Stinky? Oh, what's the chick that has the spear? Oh, yeah. Who's that? See, why is his beard gray and then it's white? And when you're talking to him, it wasn't like that before.
Just remember.
This is scripted, guys, so this fight has to happen this way. Because he has to steal the rune from us, so it's fine, okay? There's nothing we can do. And she's a glorified enemy, she sucks. This is what it feels like to be destroyed by hundreds of enemies at once. Get down. Oh, thank you. Can't see donk right now. He created like a whole shining maze of bramble thorns. I think that's... I don't remember that either. Could be wrong. Where is she? That's good that I died though, just in case. Because what if he doesn't come? I think he comes every single time though. I think it's scripted for him to appear. Susan says, I hope you and the lovely Adyr and your daughter have a great relaxing weekend and make the most of it before the dreaded Monday, New Year blues. I'm off to find Mr. JD boy and make dinner at night. Take care, Susan. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you so much for stopping by today. Hope you have a great weekend as well. Because you started his quest, if not, he doesn't appear. Nice. I don't remember how his quest ends or whatever, but it's perfectly fine. I want to feel... Let's just test, and then if not, we just go explore the rest of the area. I think he will appear. Like, at this point, he's going to continue appearing. Methinks.
It always comes down to this.
And I don't mind it. Kind of a scripted thing, essentially. And, she's not particularly difficult either. But like I said, I want to complete as many of the quests as I can. We'll have to... The reason why I want to do this is because we have to defeat him. And if I don't do this, I won't be able to fight him later. You actually get to fight the Iron Wayfarer or Harkness later. I don't like losing my lock on. It's so annoying. And my veteran, he didn't appear. Okay. But were you able to fight him after he steals the rune? Because that's the whole way you fight him, right? After he steals the rune from you after this fight. And so you wouldn't be able to fight him at Upper Calrath if you didn't do this, correct? He's just standing in the bramble. So am I. Now he's dead because he's as smart as I am.
Too damn old.
He lost the pep in his step. You never talk to him. But does he steal your runes? I always talk to him. I like to talk to him because I think you have to talk to him in order to be able to fight him. Like, this will happen and then he steals the rune and then you fight him later. If not, I don't think that happens. And it's fine. It's more of a story-based thing than anything. You go fight him to recover the rune. Yes, see, that's what I want. That's an extra fight that I wouldn't have otherwise, you know? I really don't like losing my lock on. That's quite annoying. Yes, you go fight him to recover the rune. Ah, okay, good. Can we as humans possibly comprehend or even understand the sheer horrifying possibility that an entity behind AI quite literally manipulated humans to believe that we dissipated God, when in actuality we never even ate of the tree of knowledge of good and evil? And we're just being spoon-fed lies from the beginning. That's so deep. That's like Matrix level. Like, huh? Matrix level. After this, we need to go back down and explore, okay? And apparently the Abbey or Abbess person's not there, which is, I'm fine with that, I guess.
For your own good.
Don't run in the bramble. He stands in like an idiot. You deserve to die, Harkness. I didn't hearken whatever you knew. I didn't fight like you. And Lords of the Fallen 2014, I wasn't that dumb. Thank you. Move, you idiot.
Not yet.
Raptress, and then he's gonna steal it from me, I think. We just grabbed the rune of Adyr. But I think he takes it. This will then trigger his fight. And his beard just somehow growing ever darker. If you go for the Umbral ending, which I'm going for, you need to recover the Adyr rune to give the Umbral entity. Okay.
Finally, back where you belong.
In my hands. So yep, he totally stole it from us. You thief! Okay, there's all the stuff. So I don't know what was going on in the Abbey, but it wasn't all the Aureus worship they were talking about. Let's do some... Well, I need to purchase some stuff, don't I? Is Stoneman even around? Probably not. Stoneman's probably dead. I don't remember how to get to him anyways. Ooh. I don't remember where Stoneman's at, it's fine. Golly. It's expensive to level up now. Alright, we've got a few more minutes before we end this one. Looks like the... Oh, she's not. She's right there. Oh, never mind. She just died after one. She didn't respawn. That's great. Oh, no, she's right there. Never mind. Don't you dare. Alright. Good punches. We will need to go back down here really quick. We gotta go back up. There's a lot of circling around, it seems. He just throws his body. You'd think a dog would want to just bite you. Not this puppy. We've got 2 of the crazy guys over there. Let's just search this area real quick and then we're done. Do you happen to know where eels come from? No, not that I know of. I mean, not like specifically. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'll have to read the rest of your comment when it comes in. Do I know where eels come from? I would say probably not. That's not what I'm trying to go for. How about this? How come I can't reach you? Came from the Bermuda Triangle, as if anybody's gonna go in there to fact check. Truth. Vestige moth, maybe? Well, I was gonna kill you a fun way, now I gotta kill you a mean way. What a great stream. Today was a fantastic stream. Oh, great. You stay right there, brother. Guy has all the heals. All the health. I gotta punch him in the back. It's really the only way I can hurt him now. If he ever shows his back. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Dead. That's an excellent stopping point, though. We got the thing. We come in here. We'll defeat him to see if he has any additional loot. And after that, we'll go explore the rest of the bottom area. We'll circle around the top where the Abyss enemy is. Abyss Ursula type enemy is. And then we'll just go from there. Eels evidently don't have reproductive organs. I'll have to look it up, because I doubt they're asexual. But maybe they are. I don't know. They split and then they just create that way. I don't even know. I'd have to look it up. I know there's some really weird stuff. Like I like lamprey, for example. Those were my favorite types of eels. Lamprey. I'm gonna type it so you can look them up. When I was growing up, those were the ones that fascinated me the most, and I learned quite a bit about them. But I'll have to see. But anyways, you guys are amazing. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm gonna get some content out for you guys. A little short. Not going to be long, but then also a 2025 best challenges video that I'm going to have to redo the voiceover at some point today. I'm going to take my time on it though. It'll come out today or this weekend for sure. So we have all that, and then we have a upcoming most anticipated games of 2026, and we'll get right back into the schedule starting Monday. So I really want to say thank you all so much for stopping by. Our Squits is later. Then you have a great weekend. Same to you, my friend. Same to everybody in chat. Matthias, thank you for all the deep chat. It was pretty fun. Everybody here today. It's been an awesome stream, and thank you so much for being such an amazing part of the community that we've built together. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being the best part of our channel. Have a great weekend, and yeah, look forward to seeing you guys Monday. Be safe, everybody. Take care. Until next.